Ranking Members Connolly and Garcia, and members of the committee. It is my honor and privilege to testify before you on the issue of unidentified anomalous phenomenon, formerly known as UFOs.
UFOs, I know they're lying. I don't assume, I don't think, I know they're lying. I don't care what their career path is either. They can be an astrology professor, an astrophysicist, an astronaut. I don't give.
White people and only you people, why are you lot on your shenanigans again? Why am I hearing on social media that humans went and discovered aliens in the sea? Now, don't deny it, because we collectively, as the other racial groups, we know it's you. Come here, don't run, sit down. We know it's you.
Why don't any of these aliens ever land in Africa? Why don't any of these alien crafts ever land in Africa?
We know that it's not in the Bible, not one time. Nothing about any other planets. Nothing about any UFOs or aliens. Not one time. I got to thinking, you know what else is an extraterrestrial being that is not from this land? Demons.
Hey fam, Gracie here once again. Welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that from wherever you, my lovelies, are watching this from, you're doing alright and God has protected you and preserved you very well. And if you continuously give support to me on here, thank you so very much for your support. That really means a lot to me. Now we do have an interesting episode as always to give our takes on, and this is a very interesting one actually. Of recent, the palm coloreds have come out to confirm the existence of aliens, right? And I don't know what you guys believe. Of course, you're going to let me know in the comment section of what you think about aliens. I have my own personal beliefs. But we have stitches of black people that are coming out there like, what is the call of these aliens? And of all people, you that created racism, you're the same people that are discovering aliens, right? And you are okay with living with creatures that are superior than you. That is not known about you, palm-colored people. How can you even accept such a defeat for you to say that they have better, extreme superior technology than yours? So I think it is really creating a lot of questions, but also a lot of people have theories that they are giving in here that probably this is conditioning for some reason. Some people believe this is conditioning for what is about to come. And I think we are going to watch all these stitches people put out here. I sourced them on TikTok, and I thought that would really be an interesting conversation to see what do you guys believe. But let's watch this. We will definitely come back and talk about it.
Ranking Members Connolly and Garcia, and members of the committee. It is my honor and privilege to testify before you on the issue of unidentified anomalous phenomenon, formerly known as UFOs. On behalf of our brave men and women in uniform and across the intelligence community, as well as my fellow Americans who have awaited this day, thank you for your leadership on this important matter. Let me be clear, UAP are real. Advanced technologies not made by our government or any other government are monitoring sensitive military installations around the globe. Furthermore, the U.S. is in possession of UAP technologies, as are some of our adversaries. I believe we are in the midst of a multi-decade secretive arms race, one funded by misallocated taxpayer dollars and hidden from our elected representatives and oversight bodies. For many years, I was entrusted with protecting some of our nation's most sensitive programs. In my last position, I managed a special access program on behalf of the White House and the National Security Council. As such, I appreciate the need to protect certain sensitive intelligence and military information. I consider my oath to protect secrets as sacred, and I will always put the safety of the American people first. With that said, I also understand the consequences of excessive secrecy and stovepiping. Nowhere was this more apparent than in the aftermath of 9/11, which many of us remember all too well. I believe that America's greatness depends on three elements: A, a watchful Congress; B, a responsive executive branch; and C, an informed public. Over the last decade and a half, I learned that certain UAP programs were and are operating without any of these elements.
I don't care what anyone says. Anytime I hear a white person talking about aliens or UFOs, I know they're lying. I don't assume, I don't think, I know they're lying. I don't care what their career path is either. They can be an astrology professor, an astrophysicist, an astronaut. I don't give a fuck. You're not going to convince me that an advanced alien race that has been watching humanity for however long, when they finally decide to interact with the human race, the first people they're going to interact with is white folks. Get the fuck out of here. The inventors of racism, motherfuckers don't even like people because of the color of their skin and their religion and all this other dumb shit. You telling me they going to be cool with aliens? Get the fuck out of my face, bro. This is why Star Wars is not realistic. You're not going to convince me a bunch of white people is just going to be flying around space with a bunch of aliens and everything is going to be cool. And ain't no fucking racism. Hell the fuck no, bro. If anything, that shit would be worse. The Star Wars fans are more of a realistic example of how things would be if aliens were around. They don't even want a black fucking Jedi, let alone interact and be cool with aliens and shit. The most realistic representation of white people interacting with aliens that we done seen in fiction is Star Trek and Captain Kirk. Fucking all them aliens, now that's some shit a white man would do.
White people, and only you people, why are you lot on your shenanigans again? Why am I hearing on social media that humans went and discovered aliens in the sea? Now, don't deny it, because we collectively, as the other racial groups, we know it's you. Come here, don't run, sit down. We know it's you. Aliens do not exist. Read your biblical text and you will know what is actually in them oceans. In fact, if aliens even existed, I bet you any money when them niggas drive past Earth, they have them windows all the way rolled up, tinted as fuck, and the minute they get home, they double lock them doors. Earth ghetto as fuck. What would any real alien want to do with this motherfucker right here? Now, for eons, decades, centuries, millenniums, them motherfuckers have been below sea level, minding their fucking business. And not once have they taken the initiative to drag their pussy ass onto dry land. They've never even invited us. I have never seen these niggas send a message via carrier dolphin, a turtle, blood clot, nothing, to tell us that we can come. Did you lot not learn when the man who built the Titanic said that not even God can sink that ship, only for the Leviathan to come and eat that motherfucker, Rev? Did you lot not learn when you man sent that empty fucking suit can fill the millionaires down there, bruv, and they didn't fucking come back? Now, I know you lot only like your own kind. You don't like the rest of us races, and that's absolutely fine. And really and truly, if we could avoid sharing Earth with you niggas, we really would, bruv. Like, we really would. But since we can't, can you niggas stop going out of your way to fuck with some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you? Can you please mind your fucking business and just stay on dry land like everybody else? Good night.
Why don't any of these aliens ever land in Africa? Why don't any of these alien crafts ever land in Africa? Why is America always the people in possession of all these aliens? That's what I want to know. Why? Oh, even if they crashed in Malaysia, crashed in this thing, why is it always America that ends up with these alien crafts and alien bodies? That's one of my first reasons why I doubt any of these stories. Because I'm like, oh, it's very convenient that the country that is renowned for subterfuge and renowned for spinning stories happens to be the location where all aliens seem to want to crash land, where all aliens seem to want to visit. Is the United States of America for the last 100 years.
Aliens are not real. And before you write me off, hold on. And hold on. Before you write me off as some crazy conspiracy theorist, let me tell you how I know. Especially if you are a child of God. We all know God, Jesus, he ride or die. Okay? Literally. He did his big one, y'all. He had this book written for us called the Bible. And if you remember anything from like 5th grade language arts class, you know every piece of text, whether fiction, nonfiction, whatever, has a purpose. And what's the purpose of the Bible, you may ask? I will tell you. 1, to tell us about our history. And yes, I say all of our history because it's already been scientifically proven that we all came from one lady. 2, to inform us on what's going to happen in the future, how to be prepared for it, and how to prepare for things that are happening to us currently, and how to deal with things that are happening with us currently, aka grief, love, loss, you know, just everyday stuff. And we also know that God is a perfect God. He is the only person that is without flaw. Therefore, that means he never messes up. He never makes a mistake, a oopsie, a boo-boo, none of that. He never, ever messes up. And so if more and more every day we're starting to see aliens and UFOs and these extraterrestrial beings become a part of our everyday life, and we know that it's not in the Bible, not one time. Nothing about any other planets. Nothing about any UFOs or aliens. Not one time. Wouldn't that mean that he left us unprepared? And this is just basic common sense and deducting. Wouldn't that mean that he left us unprepared? Yes, it would. And God doesn't leave us unprepared. Everything that you need to live a successful life and afterlife is in the Bible. Everything. Now, I'm not saying that God does tell us everything, because he doesn't. He doesn't tell us the things that he knows that we can't even physically or humanly understand to be possible. And that would automatically take aliens and UFOs off the table, because we're looking at it. We're talking about it. We're having discussions. We're doing research. We are understanding it. But then I got to thinking. The textbook definition for an alien is any extraterrestrial being not from Earth. Anything foreign, a foreign life that's foreign to Earth, basically. They often refer to immigrants, illegal immigrants, as aliens because they're not from this country. They're not from this land. So I got to thinking, you know what else is an extraterrestrial being that is not from this land? Demons. And the Bible already told us that a demon can take on any physical form that they want to, long as the vessel is open and willing. The end is coming, y'all, and they're going to use these aliens to describe demons. They're going to use them as a cover.
You guys are not going to like this. A giant Pentagon report was just released that detailed the US government's involvement with UAPs. This did include the results of witness reports to Congress. The classified ones. There is a lot of stuff in this report, and they acknowledge that many UAP reports remain unsolved or unidentified, but of the ones that they were able to investigate, there was no evidence of extraterrestrial activity. This is only the executive summary, and I appreciate the way everything's laid out. It's claim and then explanation. And they analyzed unclassified and classified programs, informations, documents, and witness testimony. In some cases, witnesses had heard and testified about real classified government programs. However, because they were never involved in them, they really had just heard rumors about what had happened and incorrectly attributed that to aliens. But there was no extraterrestrial activity involved at all. This report is the first time I've seen them address so many claims and so many programs. This report is dense.
What do you guys think? Like, I watched this palm-colored man presenting and confirming the existence of these things. I mean, I am not going to be here and pretend like I know everything. No, I don't know everything, right? But where do we even get the nerves to trust them? This committee is filled with all palm-colored people. There's not even a single melanated person on here. And they want us to believe it. And you've seen in the stitches, like, seriously, guys, think about it. These people are obsessed with power. These people are obsessed with being superior and literally being on top, and they come out to even admit that these things exist. Or maybe they are the ones that have created them, because at so many occasions, these people really create things that do not even make sense at all. They have made sure that they literally interbreed. First of all, they interbreed because they have the Neanderthal DNA. So, like, I don't even know. Is this manipulation or something? And you believe, like, in your mind that these people are going to live with, or maybe they're making an excuse to start out, you know, a war, because that is also possible. That is a possibility. Oh, are we being conditioned to believe that these things are normal until when they have a bigger agenda? Because probably they want to condition us to you know, accepting the whatever, the new world, whatever, right? That is a possibility as well. And then our sister said that, you know, these can as well be demons, right? And these people are also conditioning you to believe. But my goodness, these things really do not make sense. That's why, for me, I'm confused. I want you guys to put your thoughts in the comment section, because personally, I'm like, what are you guys trying to do? I mean, these things are not in Africa, not anywhere in Africa. It's supposed to be discovered by, you know, palm-colored people. And that's anything that is discovered by them, it is official, like everyone believes it. And I think it is time for the society to question these people, because if I mean, yes, I know that some people are saying they have seen these things with their own eyes. Even the pictures they capture really do not make sense. But also, how do we believe that these are not things they have made themselves and they are now presenting you what they have made? Because, I mean, it happens every other time. What haven't you seen? The diseases they have manufactured in laboratories and they have spread it all over the world to make sure they depopulate the entire globe. But also, if they have the capacity to make literally genetically modified foods, you can't even identify a real fruit from a fake one. There's so many things that are developed in the lab nowadays. Literally, sometimes you even see bananas developing things like, ew. They can make food that can last for years and years and doesn't rot. And they are literally trying to modify everything. What is the purpose behind all of this? And I think that's the reason as to why people are like, hey, no way, we're gonna believe you. If you're the same people that are behind all these fake products that you're producing every day, you're making animals breed with each other to produce just weird animals, how are we going to even believe that this is real? Like, for real? Because in years to come, you will find a cow bred with a dog. You find a monkey bred with something else. Like, you find dogs that do not even make sense anymore nowadays. Like, guys, they're even obsessed with making literally robots something that can look like a human. Like, to replace a human. Because ask yourself, what is the agenda of you making something that looks like human? Is it to make sure that you replace humans? Do they even think of the consequences of creating and making up all of these things, or it is just because at some point I feel like whatever you create, it will come for you. I don't know if you guys see that trend that before any of these things are discovered, it is a movie first that is released. Like, it has to be a movie to prepare you for what is coming, and then all of a sudden, within just a certain period of time, they're like, now we have discovered this. We saw a movie 15 years ago, and we didn't believe it. I mean, we thought it is just entertainment. Now it is here. Now we see a disease that is, literally so infectious. We also have to ask ourselves, an alien is something that is not from here, from Earth, right? But the ocean is part of Earth, isn't it? Educate me if I am just getting it all wrong. But, like, creatures in the ocean with technology, and our sisters were saying the same people that created the Titanic, and they're saying even God cannot sink it, and then it didn't even, and it sank. And then this whatever, I don't know, it was a ship or something like that, where people went to. That's the thing that I said. The way they are obsessed with power, they're about to start something. And I think it is time we be very careful. They have always looked for a way of destroying this. They've always looked for a way to wreck. It's like they can't settle. What is wrong with these people? And let me tell you this somehow, because this is very interesting. Even when they go somewhere, sometimes they find things that I'm gonna say extraordinary in particular places of the earth. Maybe it's witchcraft or something, and you find them grabbing them and they are holding onto them. They're like, guys, I found this. And then melanated people are coming out. They're like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? I personally can't believe them. And that's me. I'm not gonna believe them. I do believe in the existence of demons, and I do understand that in the times that we are in, honestly, yes, some of these things are going to come out, but in a way that they are connecting aliens with technology. So that means that there's another type of civilization that we do not know about, because if these these beings even have a way higher, extra advanced technology, then that means there's a civilization that we do not know about. And that can be one reason to spark off whatever, like. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. Until then, I'll see you in another amazing video. My name is Gracie and I love you. Peace.